Do you want to sleep like a baby? Like the idea of your investments based on actual cash flow and real assets? Want to make sure that you don't end up the greater fool? Then you have to check out today's video.
He is a best-selling author.
30-year-old Jason Fieber has a plan.
This guy retired at only 33 years old.
I don't know if I know too many people that have accomplished something like that.
He's really kind of a guru when it comes to passive income.
Before I get into today's content, please give us a big thumbs up if you find value in our videos. Helps us to get the word out and grow the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm sure you've heard of the greater fool theory. If you haven't, it kind of goes like this. This theory states that the price of an asset is determined by whether or not you can sell it for a higher price. It doesn't matter how high the price goes or how irrational it becomes, it's only about the higher price. The greater fool is deemed as the person who buys an asset down the road for a much higher and arguably irrational price. It's basically a term for a person who buys into extreme speculation and mania. I think it's fair to say we're seeing a lot of greater fools out there right now. The best recent example of rampant mania and speculation? Well, an invisible sculpture was just sold for $18,000 by an Italian artist. Yes, a sculpture that's invisible, $18,000. This makes the infamous tulip mania of the 1600s look tame by comparison. At least you can touch, look at, and smell a tulip. Today, I want to tell you how you can avoid becoming the greater fool by sticking to the investment strategy that is dividend growth investing. Ready? Let's dig in. The greater fool doesn't care about intrinsic value, cash flow, or even what the asset is or does. The asset could be anything. It doesn't matter at all. It could be a table, a piece of art, clothing, a coin, or even air itself. All that matters is the frenzied speculation, which they hope will continue after they've bought so they can unload their asset down the road at a higher price to a fool even greater than them. So how do you avoid becoming the greater fool and holding an expensive bag of nothing? By focusing on high-quality dividend growth stocks. These are stocks that represent equity in world-class enterprises producing reliable rising cash flow. They're producing reliable rising cash flow because they're providing the world with the products and or services it demands. It's more people buying more products and or services at higher prices. This cash flow is real. It's actual money based on actual products and or services. With greater fools, there's often no there there. It's often giant nothing burgers or even outright scams. But with high quality dividend growth stocks, there are real assets, real products, real services, real customers, and real cash flow. This real cash flow is tangible. That's because you're collecting real dividends that you can actually go out and spend. Want to pay rent? Want to buy groceries? Gotta fill up the gas tank? You can pay for all of that with your safe, growing dividends that you're collecting from high-quality businesses working hard so that you don't have to. Let's take something like McDonald's Corp, stock ticker MCD, for example. McDonald's makes real money by selling real food to real people. They have real buildings where their real employees work. This is all tangible. If you invest in McDonald's, you can actually go down to your local McDonald's and see, touch, and even taste your investment. Let me tell you, a Big Mac has never tasted so good until I knew it was helping to pay for my passive dividend income. Indeed, passive dividend income is the tangible proof in the profit pudding. Don't tell me how profitable you are. Show me the money. And don't tell me that I've got something that maybe I can sell to someone else for a higher price down the road. Send me a reliable stream of ever-increasing passive dividend income that I can pay my bills with so that I can enjoy a financially free lifestyle. See, I don't ever need to wonder if I've got real investments or not. I'm reminded almost every single day because I'm invested in over 100 different high-quality businesses, and they're sending me safe, growing dividends on the regular. There's almost never a day that goes by in which I don't wake up to fresh dividend income in my brokerage account that I didn't go to sleep with the night before. My rent is paid and my belly is full with food. I don't need a job for any of this to happen. I experience real-life, tangible proof and progress that offers a healthy feedback loop. A lot of the stuff that's being speculated on right now is intangible. There's often nothing to see or touch. You have nothing but the hope that someone else will pay more for whatever you bought. And if that someone else does come along and pays more, well, that's great. But what if they don't come one day? Can you sleep well at night wondering about this? And are you okay if you're not 100% sure that you've got something real? I'm no fool, I know that. I'm invested in real products and or services making real money, and my real passive dividend income pays for my real bills. Plus, all these profits and dividends, they're growing. The rising costs of life ensure that your bills will be higher in the future. That's life. But when you're invested in high-quality dividend growth stocks, you're getting regular dividend increases from your investments, which help you to keep up with or even exceed inflation. Guess what that Big Mac cost back in 1990? Yeah, a lot less than it does in 2021, and it'll cost a lot more in 2050. I'm sure of that. And I'm also sure that the profits McDonald's will be making in 2050 will be higher because of it, which means even bigger dividends for their shareholders. I'm loving that. If you'd rather wait for the greater fool to come along, have at it. I'd rather collect real dividends from real companies selling real stuff while I enjoy financial freedom and sleep well at night. If this is the situation you also want to find yourself in, make sure to follow the channel. All we do here is provide high quality research and information on how to use dividend growth investing to your advantage so that you can build a dividend growth stock portfolio that one day produces enough passive dividend income to live off of. Financial freedom is the goal, and we're here to help you achieve it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give us a like if you did. And let us know in the comments what you think about dividend growth investing helping you to avoid becoming the greater fool. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on new content. Also take a look at the description box below for some important links, including the link to my personal stock portfolio. This six-figure portfolio, which I call the Fire Fund, generates enough passive dividend income for me to live off of. It allowed me to retire in my early 30s. I made my portfolio entirely accessible over a Patreon, and I also post alerts there whenever I buy or sell a stock. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm often invested in the same high-quality dividend growth stocks that I make videos on. Over the years, I've heard from thousands of investors who've been profiting from many of the same exact stocks that I own. So if you think this is something that you could benefit from as well, check the link in the description to see my portfolio and start getting my buy and sell alerts. I'll see you next time.